Dear students, in the second part under the chapter Coordination Chemistry, we are going to deal with double salt and complex salt. Of course, complex coordination compound as well as double salt, both are formed when two or more simple salts in stoichiometric proportion, maybe in a fixed proportion. Stoichiometry word may be a little bit confusing. In a particular proportion, that's all. When two or more salts in simple proportion is taken in the form of a solution, mixed together, maybe allowed to evaporate, we get crystals. The crystal may be a double salt or it may be a complex salt. So, two or more salts, simple salts, in simple proportion we have taken, made as a solution, mixed, allowed to evaporate. We will be getting crystals, we will be getting salts. It may be a double salt or complex salt. Complex salt may be called as coordination compound. And therefore, we may think double salt and complex salt more or less similar. Not so. Not so. Both are formed more or less by the same manner, but properties both are different. For example, let me say take a double salt and a complex salt. Complex salt or a coordination compound. In both way I can mention complex salt or coordination compound. Alright. What is a double salt? Let us take the example of Morse salt. Very common salt. You might have heard already, Morse salt. It is nothing but ferrous ammonium sulfate. Consists of ferrous sulfate, ammonium sulfate with 6 molecules of water as water hydration. Ferrous valency 2, sulfate valency 2. Ammonium valency 1, sulfate valency 2. Therefore, NH4 twice SO4. Ferrous sulfate, ammonium sulfate 6H2. If equimolar proportion of ferrous sulfate salt and ammonium sulfate salt solutions, equimolar proportion, maybe 1 molar solution, 1 molar solution, equal quantity mixed together and allowed to evaporate, we will be getting crystals of ferrous ammonium sulfate. It is said to be ferrous ammonium sulfate Morse salt. So, when we take equimolar proportion, we will be getting ferrous sulfate and ammonium sulfate, we are getting Morse salt. Likewise, we might have heard in qualitative analysis, ferric ion may be confirmed like this. Ferric chloride solution is mixed with potassium cyanide solution, maybe in stoichiometric proportion, simple ratio. Potassium sulfocyanide or thiocyanate, potassium thiocyanate solution, K plus SCN minus. It is said to be thiocyanate ion, potassium ion, ferric ion, chloride ion. Ferric ion, 3 chloride ions, potassium ion, thiocyanate ion. It is thiocyanate ion, potassium ion, ferric ion, chloride ion. Alright. When ferric chloride solution is made to react with potassium thiocyanate solution, you will be getting ferric thiocyanate. Potassium, ferrithiocyanate, K3 FeSCN thrice. Sorry, 6 times. Coordination number for ion 6. So, we need 6 molecules. Out of 6, only 3 are here. 3 potassium and 3 chlorine get combined to give 3 KCl. So, we have got a complex salt. It is not a double salt. It is a complex salt. As per the drawings, you may be understand now. Now, we used to represent like that. Earlier, it was not the case. We get potassium ferric thiocyanate. And the IUPAC name is a little bit different. Potassium hexa thiocyanato ferrate third. How it is assigned, I will be explaining afterwards. Potassium. It is present outside the coordination sphere, potassium. It is separate ion. And this complex hexathiocyanatoferrate, the charge over ion 2, therefore ferrate second. These things I'll be explaining afterwards. Just when these two are mixed in stoichiometric proportion, simple proportion, and allowed to evaporate, we will be getting potassium ferrithiocyanate. It is said to be a complex salt. It is a complex salt. And it is a double salt. It is a double salt. Complex salt is otherwise called as coordination compound. All right. Then, in solution, of course, we have crystallized. If it is dissolved in water, you will be getting ferrous ion, freely ferrous ion. You will be getting sulfate ion freely. You will be getting ammonium ion. You will be getting again sulfate ion. So, one ferrous ion, from one molecule you will be getting one ferrous ion, two ammonium ions, and two sulfate ions you will be getting from one molecule. Or from 1 mole, you will be getting 1 mole of ferrous ion, 2 moles of sulfate ions, and 2 moles of ammonium ions. If you do the test for ferrous ion, you will be getting positive answer. If you do the test for sulfate ion, you will be getting positive answer. If you do the test for ammonium ion, you will be getting positive answer. So, for all these ions will be available in the form of simple ions. Here, in solution, it will give potassium ion. It will give potassium ion, 3 potassium ions, K plus ion, 3 ions you will be getting. And you will also get FeSCN 6 times, 3 minus ion. You will be getting ferrithiocyanate ion. Ferrithiocyanate ion. It is said to be a complex ion. It is complex. Why complex? You may be knowing. Simple ion. Because in solution, if you do the test, you will be getting test only for potassium ion. You won't get answer for ferric ion. We have taken ferric chloride. You won't get answer. Ferric ion and the thiocyanate ion, SCN minus, we get negative ion, negative answer. As if there is no ferric ion. As if there is no thiocyanate ion, you will be getting answer. So, only for potassium ion you will be getting. Because ferric ion and the thiocyanate ion, they combine together, they form a complex and they won't lose their identity. They won't give answer for the test. So, that is the speciality in complex salt. So, what do we want to say? Here, double salts lose their identity. They won't have any particular structure. They get dissociated into simpler ions. So, we say they lose their identity. Lose their identity. All right. Here, they won't lose their identity. They exist as this complex. Structurally, coordination number happens to be 6. We say octahedral shape. That octahedral shape is retained. So, they won't lose their identity. Will not lose their identity. Structure is maintained. Octahedral shape is maintained because of the presence of silicons. Here not so. It exists as loose ions, free ions. Say they lose their ion, lose their identity. So, that is about important points related to double salts and complex salts, and we are more interested in complex salts rather than double salts, even though both are found by the same manner when two or more simple ions in simple proportion is allowed to evaporate. We get both double salt as well as complex salt. But behavior of double salt is different. We are not going to, hereafter, we are not going to see anything about double salt. Our interest, our botheration is only complex salt. And for the complex salt or coordination compound, Werner has given enough idea to understand what is coordination compound. That's what we are going to see in the next class. Thank you.